Hello, everyone, and welcome to Embracing Your Essence on Lilydale Radio. I am Colleen van der Zijden, the host of the show, and tonight we have a really fun show planned for you. So as you are joining in, of course, do say hello, and we'll get the show started in just a moment or two as we're going here. So tonight we are going to be doing a Q&A. You can ask questions about pretty much whatever you want, and I've got some that people have already sent to me, so I'll talk about those first. And we'll also be doing some mini soul or past life readings. So that's going to be a good time tonight. So definitely say hello as you're joining in. Hi, Sherry. Nice to see you. And we're going to have some fun. So as I was saying, I'll explain who I am as you're all joining in. I'm Colleen van der Zijden, a registered medium here at Lilydale Assembly. I am also a certified intuitive life coach. I'm author of the book Courageously You, and I'm also a spiritual teacher and teach all sorts of things that are related to personal growth, spiritual growth. And tonight is going to be so much fun. So let me just see who's logged in already so I can say hello. All of a sudden, there are a whole bunch of you. Hi, Amanda and Cindy and Jake and Pamela and Debbie and Nick and Linda and Linda. We got two Lindas in a row. How fun is that? And Melissa and Dane. Hello. Oh, and my thing scrolled on me. It's so weird how that does that. And Laura, nice to see you. And Tammy Lynn and Catherine and Paula and Amanda and Christy. I would really like to connect with a past life to know my soul better. Okay, ask me that again in a few. And Amber, and thanks, Laura. Yes, so I was away last week, but otherwise I've been here pretty steadily, so that's kind of nice. Hold on. Hi, Joanne, Ashley, and Angela, and Terry. So we'll go back to what's going on tonight. I am doing Q&As. You can ask questions about all sorts of stuff. And we are going to also do some mini soul, past life, and aura readings. Whatever strikes me is what we'll be doing. And as I was saying who I am, I'm a registered medium here at Lilydale. LilydaleAssembly.org. You can find out what's happening in Lilydale. The workshops are soon going to be posted on the website. So you'll be able to see what's going on for this upcoming summer season. They should be there soon. And the program book is supposed to come out next month. We will see. That's very early and very wonderful. So you can make your plans for coming to Lilydale this summer. Let's see. Lilydale Assembly Incorporated is the official Facebook page. My official Facebook page, Colleen van der Zijden, medium and intuitive life coach. And if you want to have a mini reading tonight or ask a question, you need to be on my page. If you're on Lilydale's page, I cannot see your comments. So you might want to switch and hop over here to my page, Colleen van der Zijden, medium and intuitive life coach. And I'm checking to see who else is logged in. So then we're just going to get going. Yeah, I know today we had some electrical things going on. My electricity has gone on and off all day long, but only for a few seconds, so I'm very lucky there. If it does go off during the show, I will come right back. As soon as the internet comes back, I will be right back here. But we will intend that that's not going to happen. That will save us a whole bunch of trouble, won't it? And if you have your electricity off, I'm so glad you're still watching me. Cindy, that's a great question. Ask that in a few minutes, too. Okay, so what we're going to do. First, I got a couple of announcements to make. I almost forgot. Today, I printed tips for a awesome 2024. There's a post on my page right here, Colleen van der Zijden, medium and intuitive life coach. There's a post right there. I posted earlier today around 6 o'clock or so, and it's a really nice post, if I say so myself. But there's also a downloadable, printable version that's just black and white and simple. So if you wanted to print that up and hang it on your refrigerator, put it on your desk, little reminders for how to go about 2024, it's available to you right there for free, no problem. So I wanted to acknowledge that. And I have been having so much fun reading your comments from the past few weeks. You guys have the greatest comments and the greatest questions. And so as I was thinking about that, I thought, wouldn't it be fun if we just kept talking about things like that? And so again, you must be on my page, Colleen van der Zijden, medium and intuitive life coach. So come on over here. So my weekly show that I do is all about helping you live as your soul. Okay, we are all unique. We each have different interests and we express our souls differently. No one else is like us. We have different topics that interest us, and there are so many different ways to learn about who we truly are at the soul level, and lots of different ways to learn how to live from our soul. And this is what I do every week here. Different topics, different ideas. When we live from our soul, we're creating a life that has more meaning, purpose, and joy. And Greg and I keep saying that so much lately. We're trying to help people create those lives that will make them happier, that will make them feel purposeful, and make them feel like they have more meaning in their lives. And I love to talk about the ways to help you discover who you truly are at your soul level. This is my purpose. This is my passion. That's what I do. I love to help people learn how to handle whatever problems you're experiencing, spiritually or personal growth, whatever it might be. And I also love to talk about the topics that interest you: past lives, soul growth, aura, healing, energies, crystal, manifestation, mediumship, psychic, intuitive development, consciousness shift, oneness, all of those things. Ashley, I think we have a scammer already on here, a troll going. If you're still on, if you could block that person, that'd be awesome. So tonight it is a bit of a free-for-all. So as I said, if you just joined in, question and answer or mini readings I have a few people who asked questions already, and so I may start out with those. And I do also want to take a little bit of time a little later to talk about our free class workshop that's happening starting Sunday, as well as our soul empowerment community. So again, you must be on my page to ask questions or get a reading. If you've watched me before, you know the way to get a reading or have the question answered is to say something interesting, so I catch it in my comment feed right here. Now, however, once I start talking, and I've been talking, and I know that you're writing things down. Once I start talking, I'm going to miss a bunch. Don't be offended by this. It's just the way it is. And I will come back. Don't you worry. And you can always ask or comment again. So I think, hi, Barbara. Well, thank you for joining us. Your first time on our site. So whoever is messaging you all, asking you to DM with your left-hand palm or send a friend request for your accurate aura reading, that's a scammer and a troll, and do not respond, okay? Okay, so don't respond to that person, okay? It's just a scammer. Somebody will take care of it. Ashley will take care of it as soon as she can. I'm sure she's still probably here. Okay, so let's get going, right? Let's do it. I'm going to try to get to as many people as possible today. Let me pick one from the feed first and just see. Okay, I'm starting with Arlene. She just wants a mini reading, whatever I need to know most right now. Now, everybody, be aware that sometimes when I'm doing these little mini readings, you may get information, like I might say something, you think, oh my gosh, that makes sense to me. If it does, take it. That means Spirit is trying to get through to as many people as possible. Okay, so if I say something to Arlene, then, and it makes sense to you, you take it too. So Arlene, whatever you need to know most right now. It is interesting, Arlene, because when I touch in with your soul, I know you have a beautiful soul, and I know you're all about giving and caring and being there for people and helping them. And what is the overarching theme that I'm feeling right at this moment is the feeling of giving yourself a little bit of a break. Okay, that's what feels like you need to know right now. Give yourself a little bit of a break. It feels like you might be either planning something or thinking about something a lot. And it seems like we need to I don't want you to step back and not do it. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is I need to give a break in my brain to let things come to me even more. And I know you're a really good channeler, so this is not new for you. So you'll be able to just kind of step back a little bit. You know what it feels like? It feels like that time where we're anticipating something really good is going to happen. And we keep kind of thinking about it, or we keep trying to do these little steps. And I'm never saying don't do steps, everybody. But there comes a time sometimes where we kind of just step back and just allow it to come to us. And there's a great deal of anticipation I'm feeling with you too, Arlene. So there must be something really good coming for you, or some really awesome thing you're planning. And so it's kind of like a little pause while you let it come to you. It's kind of a great feeling, I have to say. And that's a little different of a mini reading, but I kind of like that. So that's what you need to know right now, Arlene. Okay, now what we're going to do is I'm going to bop over here to my list. Somebody asked, couple people asked about auras, because I had mentioned about auras. Auras are the energy that's around our body and in our body, really, for that matter, too. And lots of times when we think about auras, we think about all the colors that are surrounding our bodies and the energy. And when I read someone's aura, if the person is physically in front of me, I will look at the aura colors, but I'm also sensing the colors. I could look at somebody and go, I'm sensing orange with them. And then I know what that means and what kind of message to give somebody. So auras are a lot of fun, everybody. They are so much fun. And so yeah. Okay. Arlene says that makes sense. Good. So when we do auras, you know how when somebody's standing close behind you, but you just feel them there? That's the energy. You're feeling their energy, and that's what's part of your aura there, okay? Bridget, great question. Do our aura color change? My opinion is that our aura colors do change because our auras can reflect our mental and emotional states, but I also believe there's a part in our aura that reflects our soul's essence as well. So So maybe on my soul's path, my soul evolution, I'm learning how to communicate more, or a part of my soul's purpose and path is to communicate with people. So I might have a lot of blue, throat chakra energy. I might have a lot of blue in my auric field, okay? And when we see this, that would just tell us that there's blue is communication. It can mean other things too, but that's the primary thing for me. And then if we're in a really interesting energetic state, say we're very, very sick or something, we might have a darker color aura, like a muddy aura. It's not clear and vibrant. Our goal is to have a clear and vibrant aura. So we want the brighter hues rather than the darkness. I watched somebody once who was a horrible medium doing mediumship, and their aura was literally black around them. And that told me they were not connected to spirit, because if a medium is connected to spirit and connected energetically in that way, their aura will shine, and it might be gold or silver, and it'll be very, very bright. If you ever get a chance to see John Edward, his aura is amazing. It is so gold and so shines that people who don't even see auras can see it when they watch him live. We have a stars party challenge started, everybody. So you're challenged to send stars in the next 5 minutes. I'm just reading what Facebook has sent me. Encourage them to reach their goal. Okay, I've encouraged you. So if you like to send stars are to support me, because I volunteer my work here, my time here. And so it's a way that Facebook has us get a little bit of money, basically. Okay, so to how do I learn to see auras? Somebody else asked. A very easy way, and I'll just give you one really quick way to do it, everybody, is to be in a room where it's not very, very bright, okay? You put your fingers above your head, and so your fingers are up toward the ceiling, and you look up there, and you look around your fingers, okay? You look around the fingers, and you'll see light there around it. You just keep staring. And what you want to do is you kind of look past your fingers just in this area here. There used to be something, and I can never think of the name of it, where you have to kind of blur your eyes to see like colors or numbers inside the dots and stuff. That was from a long time ago. So you guys who are, middle-aged probably remember. So it's kind of that philosophy where you blur your eyes and you look around here. And I do it up here on the ceiling because the ceiling is white and it's easier to see the light around your fingers, and sometimes it's green too. And then you can just move your hand a little bit and you can watch the color kind of makes a trail. You can also put your fingers together like this and then pull them apart, still looking up here where there's white behind, because it's just easier. If you have a light wall, it would work the same, of course. And then you can watch the light as the energy is connected between your fingers. So that's something fun to play with for you. Okay, let's see what other kind of questions we got going here. Let's see. Angela Faye. I was told I had a gold aura. Interesting. Gold is a great color because gold is a symbolic of spiritual connections. When you see the pictures of religious people from years ago, the paintings and all that stuff, and they always had the gold, the halo around them, that meant they were spiritual. So gold is, for me, is that kind of energy, is a very spiritual color, and it helps you be connected. We are 60% achieved at the star party, everybody. We've got 1 minute and 40 seconds to go. Okay, so that's an interesting thing. Let's see. Debbie Litt, I would love an aura reading, please, and I want to give you one. So when I'm touching him with your soul, oh, this is fun. I got blue and I got green immediately. Now, blue, as I said earlier, is the communication color. This is the color that goes with expressing yourself. It can also go with peace, trust, calming, nurturing, inspiration, loyalty. So I get blue for you, Debbie, but I also get green with it. And green for me is healing color. Okay, and that doesn't necessarily mean you need healing. You may very well give healing to others, which is more of what I'm feeling for you. And green is also connected to the heart. So in the heart energy, we have that beautiful giving, loving, healing energy that comes out. And the blue with the communication together gives me a beautiful turquoise, by the way. And so, Debbie, for you, it is definitely that sense of communicating healing to other people through your loving presence. If you want to bring out that energy more, you can wear blue or you can wear green. You have achieved the stars party, everybody. Congratulations. Thank you. Yay, how fun. I love Facebook's little things they do because they're fun. So there you are, Debbie. That's interesting. You'll have to let me know if you're the kind of person who spends time helping other people and sharing your love with others, because I'm sure you are. Okay, let's see what else we have. Okay, I just got to get away from that troll person that's driving me crazy. Is it normal to see lights when you close your eyes? It takes many different colors. Ooh, fun. It's interesting you say that, Christy, because I have noticed that sometimes at night when I close my eyes, it's like I'm trying to see something in the dark. And it's not that I'm trying, it's kind of like that. So yeah, I don't see why you can't see lights. I know you had asked a question earlier, but I can't remember what it was. But yeah, it's perfectly, I think it would be fine to see lights. I don't know if there's a medical reason why you would have that, but there could be, I suppose. So if it's bothersome or disturbing, definitely get your eyes and brain checked or something. But energetically, I don't see any issue with that. Let's see what else. Oh, you know what? Let me look and see what else somebody asked. Somebody asked about past lives, and I think a couple people asked about past lives. Yes. Okay. One person, Tracy, asked, how do I know which dreams are memories from a past life? Past life stuff is so much fun that Greg and I did a couple shows on it just a few weeks ago. And you can find those on my page here, Colleen van der Zijden, Medium and Intuitive Life Coach, under the More Videos tab. You'll see videos there and you'll be able to see those. So we did a couple shows on past lives. But past lives, sometimes you will recognize that you've had or think you've had a past life because you are very good at something from a very early age, or something just feels right to you, like you just know it's true. So I know I drowned in a previous life. I just know it, okay? And there are other things that people have told us that they know as well. Sometimes we will have connections with dreams from a past life, and so much of this. Now, let's back up for a second. You should have by your bed pen and paper so you can write down your dreams when you wake up. Little dreams, big dreams, whatever it is. Write down what happens in it and write down how you felt in it. Okay, so how you felt, because that's going to give you some information. We get so much guidance through our dreams. We learn so much about who we are with our dreams and getting that guidance. And sometimes we might have a dream that we think is a past life. And I always tell people to go with what feels right to them. So you might think to yourself, you know what, that felt like a past life. And if you think that to yourself, it probably is. You know, and it could be a memory, it could be something, or just a message that somehow relates. So that's just a very, very brief mention of past lives. I will mention that in our soul empowerment community that we will be opening the registration for next week, you guys. And I'll tell you a little more about that in a bit. But next week, and then in a couple weeks, Greg is going to lead a group past life regression in the soul empowerment community for the members in there. So, and Greg Unterberger, he's my husband, and we do a lot of work together, and we started the community together. And he is a past life regression therapist as well as a licensed professional counselor, does all sorts of things to help people as well. So, okay, let's see. Joe Civiletti, what is my color? Let's just pick a color for you. What is this color? I'm liking yellow today. Okay, now everybody, when I give people colors, this doesn't mean this is your color forever and ever and ever and never changes. Remember, our colors do shift some. And so... but these are colors that pop into my head. It's like I'm reading your soul's energy. Okay, and yellow to me is personal power. Okay, it goes with your third chakra, so personal power. It goes with wisdom. It goes with also people who are talkative. It goes with people who are intellectual. And there's a lot of positive, optimistic energy with yellows. I love that so much. Okay, let me see who else asked something. Now, remember, I'm going to say it again. If you want a question or you want a reading, you got to be on my page. Colleen Vander Zijden, medium and intuitive life coach. Hopefully I've said it enough now. Oh, there was one that got my attention. Okay, I think it's Maria or Marla. I think it's Maria. My printing is off. Maria sent this question earlier. It was, how do we find within ourselves our lives' passion and sense of happiness? With so much going on in the world, I feel overstimulated and out of touch with my most innermost desires. I don't know exactly what direction I'm supposed to follow, and the older I get, the more lost I feel. How many of you guys are feeling the same way? There is so much going on in the world right now. And I've talked about the consciousness shift so very much. But we are in this energetic shift. And what is happening is the energy around us is getting stronger, and actually I'm going to say more chaotic, because we have to have the chaos and the turmoil come up to the light so that can be diffused. These energies can be diffused. All of that stuff is affecting us. We are moving into a new way of living, a way of living where we're going to be more intentional and we're going to recognize the oneness with each other. So this is affecting us so very much. So we want to, hold on, my computer's doing some weirdness again on me. Oh, well. What we want to do is, if we're feeling like we don't know who we are anymore, if we're feeling like our energies are a little off or something, or we feel out of touch with ourselves, what we want to do is be intentional about how we're using our time. We need to make sure we have some moments of stillness. It is essential, particularly now. It is essential. Our humanness wants us to rush around and fix things, make things happen. But the way the energy is shifting now, it's more about allowing the energy to help us. It's not so much about fixing and doing. So we need to take some calm moments, some moments of stillness, and just check in with ourselves. And if we don't know what direction we're supposed to go in, and we feel lost, and so many people are feeling that way, it is really important that we start to recognize that our answers are within our soul, and that our soul is connected to the divine energy, and we want to trust that we will get those answers. I know that sounds so like, yeah, how's that going to work, right? But it does. And this, we are teaching, Greg and I are teaching this free class starting Sunday night called Embrace the Light Within. It's in a private Facebook group, and we're going to be doing it there Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 7:30 to 9 p.m. And the whole point of this workshop is to help people strengthen the light of their souls so we can connect to the energy of our souls and connect to our limitless potential so we can start to live with more meaning, more purpose, so we feel more like ourselves. So we're living from our soul's perspective. We're going to talk about all sorts of things and lots of fun exercises to help you get into that spiritual flow, and lots of ways to help you feel the light that is you, the light that is your soul. And so that is happening starting Sunday night. And there's lots of ways to register. One, I have the link right up here at the top of my post today, that I have the link right there, and you can click on it there. Also, I have a Facebook event happening, and you can find it there. Or you can go to my website, ColleenVanderzijden.com, and right at the top of every single page is the link there. You'll register for a free class. Can't go wrong with that. If you need to miss a day or whatever, the recordings will be available in that Facebook group for a very short amount of time. So after you've registered, though, please open the confirmation email and request to join the Facebook group, because if you wait till the last minute, we're not going to be able to let you in because we're going to be too busy. So you really need to do that. So that's coming up, and that can help you. For those of you who are struggling with who you are and what you want out of life, that can give you some ideas. Okay, let's do some readings. Yay! Yeah, it's a fun class. If you took it last year, it's a little different this year, but the same ideas. So it's a fun class if you really want to know who you are. Glenda, I've been told I have great earth energy and I'm very grounded. What can I do to feel better connected to the universe? Feel better connected to the universe. Okay, so Glenda, I'm taking this to mean that your root chakra, the lower chakras are very connected, very grounded, but that you want more of the upper, higher vibration chakras in there. The way to do that, two ways I'm going to mention for you right away. One is, of course, to meditate with specific purpose of connecting. Okay, easy one. Just visualize how you would connect. You might visualize light coming out and going up. You might feel something in your third eye and strengthen that as a connection. So you want to do something like that. You can also, a really awesome way to feel better connected is to move into some sound, so listening to some music. There are so many things out there now, you know, whether it's as simple as a great piece by Jonathan Goldman, who is a sound healer and a composer for new agey type music. Or if you go on YouTube, they have things like binaural beats and all of those things that can help you get your brain into a different state so you're in a more meditative state and you can connect with the other side. And I'm sure a lot of them have a purpose behind them, you know, like be more spiritual, release anxiety, that kinds of things. So that's some thoughts. Okay, I want to do a reading. It's not going to give me a real reading. I want a reading. Sometimes the answer, no, that's just reading out loud. Carol, can you sense any intuitive psychic abilities with me? Maybe from a past life. So Carol, absolutely, I can sense intuitive psychic abilities with you. You actually, it is interesting because when I go back into past lives, you definitely, we would have called it the, what do they call it? No, the mother's intuition, that kind of thing. I can feel that with you very strongly. I would expect that you are very good about picking up on the energy of people you love, family members, friends. I bet you're really good at picking up on that and having and being very empathic, but also having a feeling what is going on in their lives. I bet you're very good with that. With a past life for you, I do see one, so I'm going to go there. I see you, and I cannot tell the time frame. But when I go back, I actually do see you as an older woman in a past life. I do see you moving more slowly. Okay, so you're older, and I do see a cane there with you, and your back. Apparently, you actually had an injury. It's not, the back problem is not from old age per se, but it's an injury. And okay, and apparently it's because you fell off a horse. Or I shouldn't say fell off. You were thrown off a horse in this past life. And so after that happened, your back has always been in pain, okay, in that lifetime, not necessarily this lifetime, okay, in that lifetime. So that takes me back to a time where people would have used horses to get around and all of that stuff. It is not a horse show or something like that. It is definitely a time where horses were the mode of transportation. You were also, at that time, you were the kind of person that was very stubborn. You did not like people telling you what to do. And you also lived basically, now it's interesting feeling because you lived by yourself, and you liked it that way. I want to call you like a hermit, but that has a negative connotation. It's like you just liked being by yourself. And at the same time, what's interesting is I see you helping other people. Okay, so there's something there to that. I would probably expect at that lifetime, helping other people was something that was very intuitive for you, and you helped them with whatever was happening in their lives, guidance, health, helping in health. Okay, and the alone time was more of a recharging thing for you. Yeah, you were very stubborn. Huh, that's kind of fun. Okay, so that was a little fun thing for you, Carol. Okay, let me scroll down and see what else I got down here. Sue Ellen Dill. When young, I used to dream I could fly. Now when I meditate, I fly. Past life thoughts. I take flying, Sue Ellen, as not necessarily past life, but as a sign of our spiritual connection. Okay, you know, the freedom you get in a dream or a meditation where you're flying is the freedom we would have when we're on the other side. It's the same idea. So there is that feeling. And also, you might want to explore, if you have not yet, astral travel. And that is where we send our energy someplace else to observe different surroundings, right? So you may want to explore that. I'm wondering, very strongly wondering, if you have the ability to do astral travel. Do a Google on that and see what's out there. Okay, let's see. Carol, I have a lot of spine problems now. I'm sorry to hear that. I wonder, that's so interesting. Yeah, it's interesting that that would pop up. Okay, Mimi, past life reading, please. Okay, so Mimi. This is fun. What I'm seeing, and I'm going to have to sort this out for a second, Mimi, but what I'm seeing is a young boy, and I'm talking like 3, 4 years old. I'm seeing a young boy just running around outside. And the view I get, okay, it's not you. Okay, you're the mom. Okay, I had to check. So you're the mom of this young boy. Okay, your surroundings, where you live, you have money. Okay, you have money, you live in a beautiful place. It's, there's a lot of security here. It is not your money, okay? It's your husband's money, family money. Husband's family's money. Yes, okay, that's correct. And there is this, it's a beautiful house. Oh my gosh, it's just so beautiful. It's elaborate. I feel like I'm in France, and I see you outside watching your little boy running around and just having so much fun. You very much enjoy being a mother, and you very much enjoy having children. And I know there's more, if not at that very time, more come later. So you very much enjoy this. This is an interesting past life, Mimi, because lots of times when I check into a past life, there's usually some kind of a trauma or tragedy involved. And I am not feeling that at all. This feels like just an awesome, fun life that was full of love and joy and security. I feel no tragedy in it whatsoever. And that is interesting. And this feeling here that goes with you in this past life, it is truly one of love and connection. This lifetime was one where I want to call it a resting lifetime, where we got to just have a good time. We just got to love people. We got to be connected to people. You were such a sweet, gentle soul. You were so beautiful. And you and your husband had a great relationship. How boring is this life, right? But you loved every second of it. And so I would expect that in this current lifetime that you express a lot of those qualities, or else I wouldn't be seeing that lifetime. I expect that that's a lot about who you are in this lifetime. Love and connection and being there with other people that you truly love. Okay, so there's a little brief one for you, Mimi. Oh, that was kind of fun. I don't know if that's going to help. I just saw you have another message about trying to find clarity. I don't know if that'll help or not. But if this is part of who you are at your soul level with that feeling of love and connection, that's going to guide you to where you need to go, because you want to create as much love as possible in this lifetime, right? Right. Okay. Let's try. Sorry, it's taking me a minute to go through. Oh, this is an interesting question. Cindy, do we transition at the same age in past lives? No. Like, I'm assuming this question means, like, if I died at 79, I always die at 79? No, it's all over the place, because we will come in so many different bodies and so many different ways. Okay, let's see. Let's see what else I have. Lisa, would love confirmation I'm going down the right path. Okay. What I want to give you is a soul reading, Lisa. Because when I touch in with your soul, what happens, a couple things are happening. And for those of you who want to know how I work, I feel in my body whoever I'm connecting with. So I feel their body, their essence, their energy, their soul. And right away with you, Lisa, I got a lot of pressure in my chest. This is not a physical thing, okay? It's not a physical, like you have a heart issue, okay? It's not that. It's to me, it's connected to my heart in terms of my emotions, in terms of my love, in terms of my desires to create what I want, okay? And it also means the way I'm feeling it, it feels like it's a little bit stressful for you. It feels like there's a lot of thinking going on up there, trying to figure out, I know you're talking about, am I going down the right path? It feels like there's a lot of thinking up there. And it's interesting, I feel it in the heart rather than my head, because in the heart means it's something you love so much, okay? And it's very similar. I'm going to give you very similar thoughts as I did with Arlene earlier about stepping back a little bit and taking a little bit of a pause and allowing things to unfold for you. Just allow it to unfold. When I look at your soul, I know that you're a hard worker. I know that you're the kind of person that really does do your best. I know you are very big on responsibility for you and others. And I also know that you have a great deal of compassion for people too. Okay, so those qualities are very important to you at this very time and will help you listen to yourself, listen to your inner wisdom as you're moving down that path. So, it feels good to me, Lisa, where you're heading. So just stay in the heart energy and allow it to come. Move into trust. That's the word I'm missing. Trust. Trust that it's going to be revealed to you. Okay, there's a little brief one for you. So everybody, these days, what's happening is we are, as I said earlier, shifting into the new consciousness. And the new consciousness means that we need to trust that we're being led where we need to, in quotes, go. Okay, we're being led. If we start questioning things too much, we're getting too caught in our heads. And that's when we can step back and say, I'm going to trust this. We still take action. We still do some steps, okay? But we don't do it from the energy of wanting to make it happen or force it to happen. We're allowing it to happen. So, so important that we go from that energy rather than a grasping, wanting desperately something. Okay. And I'm not saying you're that way, Lisa. I'm talking to everybody. Okay. So just so you know what we're doing now, as we're shifting energetically in the world, we're moving into that energy of trusting and allowing it to come. Okay. Molly, I have always wanted a past life reading. I know I have a strong connection to my past selves. Awesome. Let's see if I can find one you don't know about, because that's always fun when that happens. Oh, this is funny. I remember giving somebody a past life reading like this last year. And I think where I'm going to do this during I might be doing some past life readings in the Embrace the Light Within class. I seem to think I might be. But anyway, I remember doing a similar one. We'll see how the difference comes about, Molly, because what I am seeing is you as a, how can I put this? You know when you watch the old Western movies? Well, I think we all know where I'm going with that. A call girl. I want to say a call girl. Okay, entertainment girl, and I'm not going into the like prostitution realms. Okay, it's more of performance oriented, and I'm sure there's another word, but when I'm channeling, I don't know all my words. So it's like you're on stage and you're dancing and you're singing and you're performing. Greg probably knows the name of this, but you're performing, and it's like you're a call girl, but it's different than that, okay? Now, here's the fun part. You really liked this. You had so much fun with it. You enjoyed dressing up with the costumes. You enjoyed, like, your hair is just like, you've got it like curls all over the place. You loved all that stuff. You loved the makeup. You loved it, loved it, loved it. You also were very good with making the men feel seen and heard, which was awesome for getting money because they would give you money. And it was wonderful. And I'm still not feeling the prostitution part. So there we are. It's really interesting. It's almost as though the men, yeah, it's a weird vibe. It's not a sexual thing at all, but it's more the idea of, I want to protect you. I want you in my life. You know, there's something there because I can see men being jealous as to who you spent more time with. Isn't that an interesting one? Okay. And it's so cool because you had fun. Okay, so this was not a bad life for you either. I'm not finding any tragic lives tonight. So that's kind of a fun one. And I bet in this lifetime, you are very good about finding joy, enjoying what you do. And I bet you also have several people in your life who are protective of you. It's not that you need it by any means. You're very independent. You were then, you are now. But people who are very protective of you and love to spend time with you. I bet you that's what's going on in this lifetime. Okay, let's see what else we got. Okay, I'm just going to scroll all the way down and re-go. What's the farthest back you've ever given a past life reading? I don't even know. I am no awareness of history, so I could be anywhere. I mean, literally. And so I just kind of look around in my head, so to speak, and see what shows up as I talk about it. Okay, Amanda, never been able to discover a past life. Okay, let's do it. Okay. I'm still feeling Carol's back pain. I got to get rid of that. So Amanda, ooh, this is fun too. You were the kind of, well, I got two of them bopping in right now all of a sudden. Okay, I'm going to go with the other one. I am seeing you being someone who is into, I'm going to say nature medicine. You know, like a medicine man, Native American medicine man. I'm not convinced it's a Native American, though. I'm not at all. No, it's not. But you are like a medicine man. You are very wise in this lifetime. It's like you're a teacher. You are a holy person. That's what it is. You're a holy person, and you're the kind of person who is very aware of the natural laws and and the nature medicine would be the plants and those things, okay? Using nature for best health kind of thing. So you are a spiritual teacher who helped other people with their health, but also guiding them. It's a very selfless life you have here. You really, it is all about everybody else, and it is your plan and your intention for that. You have no desire to do anything else. You have no desire to do anything for you other than helping people. Very, very selfless here. And this is way back. Okay, I'm going way back on this. I don't know what way back means, but it is. And it was a very fulfilling life for you because you felt like that was your true purpose, was to be of service to others. Very interesting. That's kind of interesting. I would wonder what you do in this lifetime, because when I pick up on a past life, there's usually some kind of a connection in the current life, which does make me wonder if in this lifetime you have also been on the more selfless side, being there for others, being of service to others. And at the same time, while I touch into this current lifetime, there is a feeling that it's important to you in this lifetime to honor your own truth, your own needs, your own wants. And this doesn't mean you're being selfish. It's doing things that feed your soul. So there is definitely that feeling in this current lifetime as well. Okay, I'll leave you that there, Amanda. Yes, it's so much fun. And I do want to mention our soul empowerment community that we have, Greg and I started last year, and it's to help people accelerate their personal and spiritual growth. And it is a community where every month we get together, 2 live events every month, workshops or experiences, interviews, the past life regression Greg's going to do. Sometimes I do readings and things like that. And we do all sorts of different ways to learn about various topics that interest you, personal growth and spiritual growth, those kinds of things. There's all sorts of things that we do in there with learning about like dream interpretation. We did auras, we did angels and guides. We've done handling difficult people, all sorts of workshops and stuff. But anyway, that is going to be opening up next week, the registration for that. And it's, we'll talk about it more next week, but it is a place where if you've ever been stuck or feeling like there needs to be more to your life, or you're not quite sure who you are, or you're feeling lost, or those kinds of things, or you do want more meaning, purpose, and joy, what I'm always talking about, this is a place that can help you get there. This is a place where you're safe to be yourself. You're free to be yourself. You don't have to meet others' expectations. You'll be with other like-minded people who get you. People, you know what it's like when you meet people and they just get you and they're so kind and wonderful and you feel accepted and supported and encouraged and loved. That's what happens in our community. We have the most amazing people in our community. So anyway, I just wanted to mention about that. You can learn more about that on my website, ColleenVanderzuyden.com. Just go to the events page and you'll see a link there that'll take you to a different page. And you can learn more about that if you think you might be interested in being a part of a community where you get to be you and you get to learn at the same time. So we'll talk about that more next week. Let's do some more readings. That's a great question. Sherry says, it is often said we connect with our loved ones who have passed on in our dreams. Can we connect with a live person across the miles in our dreams? I feel strongly that I did recently. Absolutely. Absolutely. When we dream, there is so much. We relax and we get out of our way. So spirit guidance can come through, and also those energetic connections to other people. It's easier to get through sometimes when we're dreaming. So absolutely. And if you get messages or feelings about that, you can follow up on them. Sometimes we have dreams that are premonition dreams. And sometimes we have dreams that are visitations from our spirit people on the other side. Sometimes we have dreams that give us guidance. Dreams are so interesting. And how much fun it must have been for you to connect with that person, assuming you liked that person. And there, I hope you followed up to see if they felt your connection that night. If they didn't, there's nothing wrong with that, but it might be fun to see just in case. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'll bite on this one. Megan says, am I in the right career? Neurosurgeon keeps coming to me, but I'm also 40 now, so not sure about school. It is interesting that you would mention neurosurgeon. I don't know if you have any other university experience in medical stuff like that. When something keeps coming to us, it's important that we acknowledge it. It's important that we check in with it and see why it's coming to us, if we can tell. Okay, we may not be able to tell, but what is it about being a neurosurgeon that calls you? Now, granted, if you have no medical stuff, and I don't know how long it would take to become a neurosurgeon, I expect a long time. But there may also be, that might be a doorway to a different kind of neurology related field. That may be like if it's if you decide it's not good for you, or that you really don't want to spend that much time in school or something for whatever reason, that might be why you get that, to look at other neurology related fields. I know you're really smart, and I know you're a quick learner. I mean, like, you pick up stuff really fast. So I'm looking to see if, okay, medical assistant degree. I knew you had put something else in here. Medical assistant degree. Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. I can see you doing it, Megan. So, but I'm not about to, and I always tell people, do not follow something a psychic or a medium tells you necessarily if it doesn't feel right, because you have to make your own decisions. But I could see you do that because I know you really enjoy that field. I think the feeling I'm getting, it would be to explore other neurology related fields. You would know more about that than I do, and see if anything else grabs you. And then, of course, Google and figure out the rest of what you really want to do if you want to keep going with it. Well, you know, they say it's never too late to do things, right? Okay, well, that, I don't know if I helped you much. Maybe I did. But anyway, there's a thought. Oh, we have another troll out here, everybody. Don't answer to Ola Whale or whatever. Don't answer. Okay. Yes, I do, and I am. Okay, good. Okay, good. Karen, I had a deja vu when I was in Egypt in 1980. Does that mean I was there in a past life? For you, I am going to say yes. Absolutely. I love deja vu moments. I always take them as a positive sign that I'm in the right place at the right time. Although it could just mean I have already done whatever it is I'm feeling the deja vu for, and I'm reading into it too much. But I always take it that way. For you, I definitely feel like you were there in a past life. And I have to say, it's funny, as soon as I said that, I could see jewels. I could see jewels. So, and woman, you were definitely a woman. I can see jewels. I can see that you must have been in, you know, I don't think you were like Cleopatra or something, but I do think you were in some kind of a field where, a role, some kind of a role where you were a prominent family. We'll say it that way. Okay. And interestingly, I have these Egyptian healing rods that I bought years ago. And you can Google those. Egyptian healing rods, they're like a rod, and inside are crystals, and they have energy. So I hold them, and I use it for meditation and other things. And it's an energetic connection thing that I really like, and I could really feel it when I first held them years ago. And the reason I mentioned this is because it seems as though the area you lived in, people were very aware of the power of the crystals and the energy there as well. I have to tell you, it feels like a higher civilization to me. And by that, I mean they're more aware, intellectual, energetically connected. And that's what it feels like to me. So I'll leave you that there, Karen, with some thoughts to think about. Let's see. Yeah, crystals in Egypt. Interesting. Thank you. The person was blocked. Somebody. Oh, okay. Kendra and Zachary, when you are laying, oh, I don't even know. I'm sorry. I don't know what you're trying to say. I'm just gonna not even say it. Angela Renee, do you have anything for my aura? I think it's black. It's not black. Angela, it's not black. Okay, Angela. Okay. The first feeling I'm getting for you is not quite in the moment connected to your aura, because what I'm feeling is swirling energy, swirling emotional energy with you. Okay, right here in my heart area, I'm feeling swirling emotional energy. Now, here's the thing. It feels pressure. It feels like it's really moving, but it's clearing your energy. Okay, it's clearing it. It is not keeping you stuck or anything like that. It's clearing. It feels like it's green, and it feels like it's silver. Now, green is the healing color of the heart, and silver I always take to mean connected to spirit as well, and purity of spirit. Okay. I want you to ground as much as possible. By that, I mean, I want your feet on the ground with the intention that your energy is going through your body into the ground. You can also ground by putting your hands in running water. You can ground by putting your hands on the faucet while the water is running, because the pipes are grounded. You can do that. I want you to ground because I want to move this energy out more. Okay, so there's the green and there's silver mixed in together. I also see some pink. Okay, pink is also a heart color for me. Unconditional love is what that is. And with you, it feels like this unconditional love needs to be directed at yourself. I want self-love as much as possible with you, Angela. Okay, I'll go on. I feel like I'm in a spiritual growth moment in my life. Megan. Okay, disappeared already. And feel like a spiritual growth moment. Remember what I've said about the consciousness shift. So many people are waking up right now. So many people who have been on the spiritual growth path, the information that's coming in, the energetic flow is getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And what's really cool about it is that we start to notice we're having more intuition. We start to notice we're manifesting those things we really, really want. They just happen. Okay. Sometimes we just have a thought and then it's out there and we're not working toward it or anything. And all of a sudden it happens. Okay, and that's the way it should be happening. We're in the spiritual flow. So we want to make sure we're holding on to this when we're in that growth time. When we get in that flow, we're really being guided. And there will come a time where we're not feeling that, where it just kind of slows down. And all that means is that we're connecting energetically, or I don't want to say connecting. We're catching up. That's what I'm trying to say. We're catching up energetically to the new way of being. So yes, you are definitely in that. I want to give you a color for some reason. I want to give you orange. Orange is creativity, vitality, enthusiasm, being energetic. You can inspire people with your energy, with your thoughts, with your guidance. I want orange for you. That's interesting. How fun is that? Okay. Pink is a great aura. Yes. Okay, Nikki, any readings for me? How can my past life help me understand my current life? Let's see what past life comes in for you. Okay, I guess we finally found the tragedy one tonight. I am in a war situation. You're a male, you're in a war situation. It is the kind of war where we have hand-to-hand combat. There are some gun type things there, but it seems to be mostly more along the lines of spears and knives and that kind of thing. And I am feeling you, I don't remember who I was talking to. Nikki, there it is. Phew, I'm glad I remembered. Um, you got stabbed in that lifetime. Okay, and actually it was more than a stab. We'll just leave it at that. And you were very, the side you were on, the group that you were with, you were protecting yourselves. Okay. I have to say, it feels like you're Native American in the United States here. I feel like you're Native American. It feels like you're protecting yourself from the intruders. And we have all of us there. All the young men are there doing this. It is a matter of honor and it is a matter of pride that we protect our people. And we're very strong, very, very strong with this, and had no fear at all. It was this point of honor, of protection, was everything to you. Okay. I would expect in this lifetime that it's important for you to do the right thing, to protect people, to live with high morals and values. Those all go together for me, for you. And some of it comes from this lifetime. You had no problem sacrificing yourself in that lifetime because it needed to be done to protect your people. And you were emphatic about it. And in this lifetime, I feel a lot of that same energy. Staying strong in your power, staying strong in protecting others. So important to know. Yeah, interesting. I hope that gives you some understanding of this lifetime and if it connects. Yes. Yeah, that was a wild one, wasn't it? Okay, what time is it? Oh my God, it's just 9 o'clock already. I just start talking and here we are. Okay. Okay, I'll bite on this one too. Jennifer, a friend said to me, I have to work through in this lifetime my avoidance of confrontation. Perhaps there is something in a past life that creates this tendency toward avoidance. I can understand that myself. Yes, definitely in a past life. And it's easy because it's been more than one past life, but I will pick one. And the one I'm seeing is, I'm going to say a dictatorship. If you don't do what you're supposed to do, they just kill you. That kind of thing. You've had that happen so many times for some reason. So there's a lot of that feeling of you speaking up and getting killed. So you learned at some level that if you speak up, you're going to get killed. Right? So it's truly, it's like, and it's more than one lifetime where this has happened, where you've spoken up and gotten killed. And so it's in some level, your soul's like, I'm not doing that again, because if I confront somebody and I could get killed. And we can also say we could also get severely hurt or whatever, and translate it that way and not literally being killed, especially in this lifetime. And part of this, and it's so interesting you bring that up, because part of your soul's path is to learn how to believe in yourself enough that you can speak up, or you can be discerning to know when not to speak up. But it becomes an intentional choice. It's not just habit because we want to avoid it just because we're scared of what might happen. Okay, so it really comes down to believing in yourself, believing in your truth enough, and that discernment. It really does. It is interesting because as we go through different lifetimes, our souls evolve and we have different things we're going to learn each lifetime. And in this lifetime, it seems like this is part of your path, is learning how to really be strong in yourself. So just a few thoughts on that. Okay, so we've got another troll. Oh my gosh, so many trolls tonight. How fun is that? So I probably should wrap up since it is 9 o'clock, actually a little after. And I do want to thank you so much for, Jennifer says, I work for social justice and with refugees of war now. Oh my gosh, really? Oh, that is wild. That is wild. So your soul perspective from your past lives, like it's like you can relate to them so much and probably help them. And as you help them, you'll probably help yourself too. Wow, I'm getting goosebumps on that. That's wild. That is wild. Okay, anyway, I just had to check in on that because that was just grabbed me right there. So I want to thank you so much for joining me tonight. Next week I will not be here because we'll be doing our free Embrace the Light Within workshop. Again, if you want to sign up for it, it's free. Why not? The link is right at the top of this post. You can also find it Facebook event on my page right here, Colleen Vander Zijden, Medium and Intuitive Life Coach. You can also find it on my website, ColleenVanderZijden.com. And right at the very top, you'll see sign up for the Embrace the Light Within. If you do want to learn more about the Soul Empowerment Community, just go to my website, again, ColleenVanderZijden.com or BeCourageouslyYou.com, and you go to the events page. That you'll find it there, and then you can click the link and it'll take you to the page where you can get more information, as well as sign up for the wait list, even though we're going to open next week. So there's that. Okay, so you feel free. I probably will not have time to make it through all these comments. If you enjoyed the show, definitely put a little heart, do a little reaction up there, a heart, a like, something like that. Make it fun. If you think your friends would like it, send it off. If you guys want, I can do this again when we come back in 2 weeks because I love answering your questions. It's just so much fun to see what comes into my head, and especially doing the mini readings as well. It's awesome. So if you want me to do this again, let me know. You can write it in and whatever. Okay, you guys have a most wonderful week. Hope to see some of you in our private Facebook group on Sunday night at 7:30 Eastern Time for the Embrace the Light Within. And make sure you go to the Facebook group and request to join. I'll repeat that. Okay, have fun. See you guys next time. Bye.